Hello, everyone. Are you excited for this Halloween? It's back. Will it be better than ever? I mean, it feels like it's going to have to be. Sadly, this is not a very new episode, but this intro is. I also have the season finale coming out in 2 days, so I hope that'll be a treat. Also, the Halloween episode itself is one of my favorite episodes, so if you haven't listened, here's your second chance. So much has changed since last Halloween. I find it fun to think back on what we thought Halloween was going to look like. Now, do you even remember what Halloween was like before? I mean, before the pandemic. I myself am going as a strip of bacon. Not that original, I know. Kind of like this episode. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the Halloween episode from last year. I think you'll find it very punny. And just because I feel bad for not making you a new one, if you send me an email titled Trick or Treat, I'll answer with either a trick or a treat. Ghostly greetings and welcome back to At Your Level. I'm your host, Ari Kelly. How are you doing, everyone? We've got a fantastic episode for you. We called it Hallow In. Why in, you ask? Well, because I'm not sure, and you at home probably aren't sure. What's Halloween gonna look like this year? Let's meet our guests and find out what they think.
Hi, I'm Clara, and I'm 8 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon. My name is Grady. I also live in Portland, Oregon, and I'm 10. Oh yeah, we do a podcast called Cool Facts About Animals.
My name is Teddy, and I live in Portland, Oregon. I'm 6 years old, and we do a podcast.
Grady, Clara, and Teddy have a wonderful podcast called Cool Facts About Animals. We'll tell you all about it in a bit. But first, we have one more amazing guest, and his name is Julian.
I am Julian Vargas, and I live in Medway, Massachusetts.
This year has been really, really crazy. Everything's backwards. So much stuff has been canceled. I don't know what's going to happen to Halloween. On the one hand, I think maybe we can all just wear a mask and pretend like this is a normal Halloween. But on the other, I'm kind of hoping the adults feel so bad for us kids that they'll give us even more candy. No matter what happens, in this episode, you can't run from my puns.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like some people are gonna go trick-or-treating. Others are just gonna have parties. I know my family is just having a party this year.
I totally agree with Julian. Creeping it real with the main question. I asked my guests, what's Halloween gonna look like this year?
Walking around town getting candy.
All right, so you think it'll be the same?
No, I just think it'll be dark.
And wearing masks.
Yep.
I think there'll be a lot of people wearing masks. A lot of people you can see would be wearing masks. But I think a lot of people would also be having parties instead of trick-or-treating. I said it would look dark.
Oh, well, why do you think it will look like that?
Because a lot of people go trick-or-treating at nighttime.
That definitely makes sense. What do you think will be different? Not what it will look like, but how will it be different? In what way will it be different?
Less candy and less people giving away candy.
Probably staying 6 feet apart.
I think they would watch through the window. I think there might actually be more candy because people might be just giving out candy instead of knocking on a door. I mean, like, people could be given a lot of candy at parties or like that, instead of going from door to door and just getting 1 or 2 pieces of candy.
Yeah, that's
There would be a lot less people on the streets because most people I know aren't doing trick-or-treating this year.
I think that people are gonna put up less Halloween decorations in the yards.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like less people would be celebrating it,
I mean, I definitely agree with that, but from like if we drive around town, you can see that there is like tons of inflatable.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin lives in my town. She has like this inflatable dragon.
Yep, I've seen that. The next question's a real treat. What's your favorite candy?
Well, I know what mine is. Mine is definitely Tootsie Rolls. I think they're really good.
I like fruit flavored candies, like chewy fruit flavored candies, like the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, and also Starbursts.
Yeah, I also like chewy stuff.
Yeah, Lifesavers. Those are pretty good.
Warheads?
Warheads. Yeah, those are really sour. I mean, some of them. Clara.
I like chewy candy.
Chewy candy? Oof, you're gonna have a hard time with braces. I've gotten some pretty awesome candy in Halloween's past, but every once in a while, there would be something not so beautiful handed to me. Like one time, I got a toothbrush. Or another fabulous one was an eraser. So my question is, what's the worst thing you got for Halloween?
We get pretty good stuff, but the worst thing that I've gotten is a pack of goldfish.
That's not bad.
That isn't that bad. I like goldfish.
The thing is
But it's not candy.
It's not bad, it's just worse than the other things.
Goldfish aren't what?
What I've gotten is a granola bar.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. Actually, no. What type of granola bar was it?
It was honey granola bar.
Okay, yeah, so that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Pretzels?
Pretzels. I mean, hey, yet again, another not so bad one. Julian, your turn. I'm hoping this will be a little bit worse.
I think I got Doritos, which is the worst. Like one of those.
Nick, you guys are.
I'm getting toothbrushes. No.
That's so weird. Like, there's like two people that are like handing out toothbrushes and stickers and stuff, and apples, actual apples. For the final spooktacular question, what's your costume?
I'm going to be a ninja so I can wear a mask.
That's a good idea.
Grim Reaper? A glaring Grim Reaper?
Yeah, we can all wear masks in our costume because Teddy's face is covered up
Yeah.
by black stuff.
So Teddy's gonna be a Grim Reaper. What about you, Sarah?
I'm gonna be a ninja too.
Two ninjas in that family. Wow. Julian, what about you?
Well, I'm not going trick or treating, but if I was, I'd probably be Harry Potter.
It's time for Bizarre ASMR. On the last episode, I played you this sound. As you know, the hint is always in the episode's title, and last episode was Pandemic Birthdays. Got any guesses? Here's what Clara, Grady, Teddy, and Julian thought.
Unwrapping presents?
Grady, you want to go?
I also think it's unwrapping presents.
Unwrapping the presents, and it turns out it's a tuba, so he plays one note of the tuba.
The first time I heard this, I thought it was duct tape and like taking off duct tape.
These were all very good guesses, but nobody got it. The correct answer is balloons. For the last episode, I took a whole bunch of birthday balloon sounds and mushed them together. Are you ready for this episode's sound? I recorded it myself. Record your guess on a phone and email it to me at yourlevelpod@gmail.com. Or go to atyourlevelpod.com and record yourself on the big mic there. Sorry if this segment wasn't that punny, but it's plenty bizarre. Welcome back to the Bistro. where my friend Roland and I answer each other's Would You Rather questions.
Hi, I am Roland.
Let's start this off, Ro.
Would you rather bob for apples or carve a pumpkin?
Well, I would rather bob for apples, mainly because I've never done it, and I recently carved a pumpkin, and it smelled so bad.
I would honestly rather carve a pumpkin. I don't like the smell of pumpkins, and I don't like apples.
You don't like apples?
Would you rather dress up in a werewolf costume or a ghost costume?
I would choose werewolf because I would be much more scared if I saw a werewolf than if I saw a ghost. If all of a sudden a ghost popped out in front of me, I think I'd be okay. But if I saw a werewolf, I would flip. I would be so scared.
No, I mean, like, if you got to do, like, you could make the ghost costume even spookier than it would be if you just, like, grabbed a blanket, cut some holes.
Yep, I think I would still go with werewolf.
A concert that I did with my brothers, we got to dress up as werewolves, all of us, and my mom did so much detail, it was amazing.
Okay, I have another one. Would you rather walk across a graveyard at midnight or have a sleepover in a spooky abandoned house?
I don't think I would like to do either of them, but I would rather go in a spooky house because I could turn on the lights at least. I don't want to be walking across a graveyard while it's pitch black outside.
I think I would choose the graveyard because it'll be like a 10-minute walk and then home sweet home.
If it had a bunch of lights, then I would go there, just walk across it, then go home.
So are you saying you're choosing to walk across the graveyard too?
No, I would rather be in a haunted house. Would you rather watch The Nightmare Before Christmas or The Addams Family?
Oof, dude, they're both really good. I'm gonna have to go with The Nightmare Before Christmas. How about you?
I would say The Night Before Christmas. Okay, would you rather go trick-or-treating with a group of friends or get paid $20 to go trick-or-treating with a group of kids?
I bet I know what you'd say. I'm gonna say you're gonna go with friends, right?
Yeah. I'm also not that good with kids. I get bored of them. Okay. Wait, what would your answer be?
Oh yeah, $20 to get paid, yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, I like hanging out with little kids. It's really fun because they're really cute. If I had to take the dog instead of kids...
I would rather actually do the dog than go with a group of friends.
Lily is like slow as molasses. She's 14, so she's real slow.
Yeah, I got a dog. Dang, he'll run even faster than me.
I don't know if you noticed, but for this Halloween's episode, to add a little extra fun for you and your family, we changed the little trombone bits my brother Ben plays between each segment. See if you can guess what they all are. Guess all 9 correctly, and I'll send you an At Your Level t-shirt. It's time to nerd out. There are 2 things I wanted to learn about. Both of them answer the question, what is this Halloween gonna look like? One is really exciting, and the last time it happened on Halloween was 1944. The other is about what we should be doing to be safe. First things first. What's that very special event that answers the question, what is this Halloween gonna look like? It's a blue moon. So you might be wondering now, what is a blue moon? There are 2 definitions. Some people say it's the 3rd full moon in a season with 4 full moons, which only happens every 2.5 years. Other people say it's when there is a 2nd full moon in the same month. According to space.com, both are correct. So this Halloween, no matter what you end up doing, don't forget to look up. Now for the second thing we're going to nerd out about. What is, or should we say, what should, or even what could Halloween look like? There are some things we can't do this year, but we can definitely still have fun. I looked at the CDC's Trick or Treating and Other Halloween Activities webpage to learn what their guidelines are. The CDC, by the way, is our country's health protection agency. The easiest recommendation, in my opinion, is wear a mask. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't we usually wear masks on Halloween anyways? Next, Stay at least 6 feet away from others who do not live with you. This one's pretty tough. I know a lot of people that really don't like staying 6 feet apart. I am one of them. It's really hard to stay so far apart from your friends when you're with them. Finally, they're reminding us to wash our hands. This one's definitely a lot easier, mainly because you can use hand sanitizer too. I have a little spray one that smells like lavender. It's very handy. I know this answered some of my questions. I hope it helped you too. So this October 31st, make sure to look up at the beautiful blue moon and find creative ways to have fun. Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Clara, Grady, and Teddy's podcast. It's called Cool Facts About Animals.
What animal has 9 brains?
And what species do the males give birth? The biggest animal that has ever lived is still alive today. This animal is immune to cancer.
This animal only poops every 10 days. What is it?
Did you know you could squish the deadliest animals on Earth? And maybe you already have.
Find out what animals we're talking about and learn a lot more about animals on Cool Facts About Animals, a podcast by kids and for kids.
If you're like me and you love animals, then I bet you'll really enjoy listening to them learn about some interesting creatures with their mom. This Halloween, join them in learning all about crows. Cool Facts About Animals is also a podcast for kids by kids, and we're part of Kids Listen. It's an awesome grassroots organization that advocates for high-quality audio content for children. This Halloween, Kids Listen put together a Halloween sweeps. So if you want to listen to some great kids podcasts like the Purple Rocket Podcast, Nature Nerds with Lane, Time for Lunch, or Ill-Advised Stories, they're all a part of this collab too. You can go to kidslisten.com or to the Kids Listen app to check out the full list. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Julian and his bad dad's dad joke. Say that 10 times fast. Start us off, Julian.
Know why skeletons are so calm?
Why are skeletons so calm?
Because nothing gets under their skin.
Hey, did you start the Bad Dad segment without me?
I was worried you were going to make some skeleton jokes that no one would find too humorous.
Boo! What do you get when you drop a pumpkin?
I don't know, Dad. What do you get?
Squash. What does a vegan zombie eat?
Vegan zombie. Huh.
Grains.
Ha, ha, ha.
Why do ghosts get happy when they're in an elevator?
Push that button, Dad. You're unstoppable.
It lifts their spirits.
Okay, we've got one more joke for you, folks. It's not really Halloween flavored, and it's not a dad, but I really like it.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
I don't know, Chloe. Why don't you tell us?
In case it got a hole in one.
On the last episode, I told you we were going to have a food episode next. But then, Kids Listen had this collab for Halloween, and I wanted to join in. So I took a little detour to make this episode. But we're going right back to making the food episode next. In the meantime, I was happy to get all your votes for all sorts of topics, like sharks and anime and sports. So if you want to be in any of them, reach out. I try to match guests with the topics they like. So if you're really into food, talk to me soon. I want to thank all of you for supporting me by listening, subscribing, and participating in this podcast. Julian, you're awesome. I really want to thank you and your family for being a part of this. Big thanks to Cool Facts About Animals. You guys rock! I love your show and hope everyone listening will check it out. Thank you, Kids Listen. I think every kid should check out the Halloween Collab at kidslisten.com. And a special thank you to my brother Ben for taking the time to play his trombone for us. There's lots of ways that you can participate. Visit atyourlevelpod.com. At Your Level is a production of Art and Light Society. Make sure to trick-or-treat yourself this October 31st. Later, witches.